Are you ready for another fantastic, scrappy quilt ideal? Hand sewn, slow stitched, however you want to say it, but something that we can put in our reservoir and think about, oh, I would love to have one of those. Now, I'm going to be making it in a small version, a sample version that I will use as a wall hanging when I'm done. But if you can make a small version, you can make a large version if it's something that you want to do. This one's going to be 16 by right at 14 and a half. That's the piece of batting that I have. And so I'm going to make it to that, and that'll be a nice wall hanging. But it's also big enough to demonstrate and show what I'm talking about, making this crazier than crazy quilt in a Bohemian clustered way. To me, Bohemian is colorful and hundreds of textures and tones and colors and just elements in it. It's just all over the place. It's vibrant, it's fun, it's unstructured, and I find that I love doing that style. And I also love doing fabric snippets. And I thought, why can't I put this together? And then I thought, why can't I put this together in a quilt? And so that's what I'm going to do. So let's see how I've begun. As you can see, right now I have 4 fabric clusters that I have made. I make the clusters independent. I have more clusters here in my hand. These are smaller. I'm going to make some larger ones. But these I've just had in a drawer, and they'll be good for filling in little areas where I need them. But I want to make some bigger ones. I have this one coming up, and I'm thinking that it's going to lay right in there. Isn't that pretty? Look at how beautiful these clusters are going to be. They are just fabulous. Now, to give it that little bit of a crazy quilt look, I'm going to be using some trims along the sections like crazy quilters do, but I am not going to be doing embroidery stitching. I don't particularly enjoy doing intricate embroidery stitching, so I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to be using trims and fabrics to give me that crazy quilt section look. And I will be turning my clusters all different ways. Being that I'm making a wall hanging, I can put beads and baubles and things on this, buttons, whatever I want to put, because it's not going to go and be used on a bed or anything like that. This is going to be a quilted wall hanging. So far I have 4 clusters down, and I have sewn this section down and put a little piece of trim, and then I came back and couched a little piece of eyelash trim next to that. That totally covers that section there where these meet. This one isn't sewn in yet. I have to get it and bring it over and sew it down like that. Okay. I'm kind of starting not slap dab middle, because I don't like to start slap dab middle a lot, because somehow when you end up looking like, well, yeah, he started right in the middle. If you kind of offset it a little bit, it's hard then to find a middle. It all looks crazy quilt layout, like that. So, but here's where I'm going, and I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing this one here. I don't know for sure. It could move before I'm done and see where else it might want to go. It would look really good, nice right there. It would look good laid in right there. In fact, that might be where it goes. That's just a good application for it. Let's get right there so we don't cover up too much. Isn't that cool? Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, I'll be making some more of these larger ones and using the smaller ones that I have. And by the way, all of these are done on batting. So when I get them sewn, it's a double layer of batting. And so all I will need to do then is I will tie tack this to the backing and then put a binding on it. Okay. But the smaller ones, if I need a little fill-in section, I can do that. Okay. Just something that, you know, wherever there's a gap or a hole, the smaller ones will work good for something like that. Just got weird things here that I can use. Okay, little ones. But I need some bigger ones, so I am going to be making bigger ones. I have one bigger one here that I was thinking placing somewhere like this. Two. That gives me another one to work around nicely. Bigger one. Or I might can turn it and start in a different direction. Do it down here. Let's turn it this way. Now let's turn it this way. Give us a cross. We don't want all our pieces going in the same directions. You can see why. And you can angle them just a little to help that out. Okay. That's a good one to me. I like that. Okay. So we might go with that. Let me pin that down right here. Just don't lose it. This is going to be beautiful when it gets done. It really is going to be pretty, you guys. It's going to be a real display piece. And I think if you do this, you would totally enjoy doing it in a quilted wall hanging size. And I think it would be fun. So that's our next project. And guess what? It's all scraps. It's just all scraps. It's making beautiful home decor with our scraps. This has been a fun year for doing that. Let's keep it going. Till next time, let's stay scrap happy.